Welcome to Alpha Insights. I'm Niva. Today we're digging into a small photonics company that's been popping up on Wall Street's takeover lists. But the more interesting question might be whether it should get bought at all. With me is James, a market analyst who follows interconnects and data center tech closely. James, great to have you.
Thanks for having me, Neva. Happy to be here.
Quick note for listeners, if you have questions as we go, you can ask us at stockalpha.ai.
Perfect. So the company in question has a technology called an optical interposer, essentially a way to pack optics and electronics much closer together to cut cost, power, and complexity for co-packaged optics. That technology is exactly what switch makers, AI compute vendors, and cloud hyperscalers care about right now.
Why is Wall Street so busy penciling in takeover bids? Is it just the optics M&A wave?
Pretty much. The big recent deals in the space have everyone asking who's next. But I mean, when you look at the data, this company isn't a typical distressed target. It has about $300 million in the bank, which gives management choices other than selling.
Interesting.
Right, that cash cushion can fund ramping production with partners or allow the company to pursue a licensing model instead of a one-time exit. For platform opportunities, that sort of optionality can be more valuable than getting bored.
Talk to me about these production partners. I heard names like Lighton and Lessengers.
Yes, those partnerships are not just press releases. Management says those partners expect to deliver samples for a 1.6 terabit transceiver module, with samples due in the second quarter of 2026. In photonics, more samples means faster qualification cycles at hyperscalers and OEMs. Samples in the trillions. It sounds odd, but volume of samples helps speed up real design wins and recurring revenues.
Right.
And there's momentum beyond partners. Their Teralight product won a Lightwave Innovation Award recently, which is industry recognition. Awards don't pay invoices, but they do help during vendor selection. They get engineering teams to take a closer look.
Okay. The ARM comparison keeps coming up. Can you explain that analogy without the hype?
Sure. ARM became valuable by being neutral and licensing its architecture across many silicon partners, collecting recurring royalties. Analysts note that if this optical interposer becomes the industry standard, a neutral backbone for co-packaged optics, the company could capture recurring licensing and integration fees rather than just a one-off acquisition premium. That shifts the valuation story from short-term M&A chatter to long-term platform economics.
So independence could actually be more valuable than a quick sale.
Potentially, yes. Independence preserves neutrality, which hyperscalers often prefer. If a hyperscaler sees the vendor as part of a competitor, they might shy away. A neutral supplier can win broader adoption and command higher multiples over time. Analysts suggest that could be a much larger prize than an immediate buyout.
That sounds compelling, but obviously there are risks.
Absolutely. Execution risk is real. Manufacturing yield, scaling supply chains, and qualifying with hyperscalers are hard. Competition from big players like Broadcom or Intel, or hyperscalers building in-house solutions, could undercut the window of opportunity. Timing matters too. If co-packaged optics adoption accelerates, that's great. If it stalls, the platform thesis weakens.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So for anyone tracking this, data suggests you watch a few things closely. Quarterly cash burn and the cash balance, validation milestones from those production partners, and the shipment timing for the 1.6 terabit samples in the second quarter of 2026, and customer qualification wins at hyperscalers and switch makers, especially any non-exclusive contracts. Also watch for competitive moves from large switch vendors.
If someone asks what this means for valuation trends, what do you say? Without telling anyone what to do, of course.
Analysts note that an acquisition would probably pay a near-term premium, but it could cap the long-term upside if the asset loses neutral status. Staying independent and becoming a licensing platform could justify a much higher multiple down the road, assuming execution and adoption work out. So, the market chatter about an imminent sale is easy to spin, but the more consequential story is the optionality management has thanks to that $300 million cash cushion.
Honest assessment.
Honestly, I was a bit surprised by this one. It's rare to see a small cap in this niche with that kind of optionality.
Okay, let's wrap with the big takeaways for listeners. Key takeaway 1. The company has a cash runway of about $300 million, which gives management real strategic choices.
Key takeaway 2. Partnerships and samples for a 1.6 terabit transceiver in the second quarter of 2026 signal a move from lab demos toward real hardware qualification.
Key takeaway 3. Staying independent could unlock a licensing-style platform like ARM, but execution, competition, and timing are significant risks.
Analysts note this is a strategic inflection point. Watch the milestones we mentioned rather than the rumor mill.
If you have questions about anything we discussed today, you can ask us directly at stockalpha.ai. We answer listener questions live. And for more market insights, head over to stockalpha.ai. Thanks for listening. And James, thanks for joining.
Thanks, Neva. Great conversation.